If you look at this map here, we had people coming from 89 different countries that came as immigrants through this immigration scheme. Should that have been necessary. This is the building, and actually we're inside that building. You were sitting on these front steps. This was a two-story structure, and in here there was an interrogation room, which we're going to go into. They did minor medical exams in this building. This room was a huge waiting room. These are the original size. These are copies of original beds.
They just like slept on their beds all day.
They look pretty comfortable to me.
You wouldn't want to be on it more than a few minutes.
Is there a bed I could get on?
Lots of Chinese carvings on the walls in this room and in the other room.
How do you guys know all this? Like, how do you like understand what it is? How do you know if it's a butterfly or like a cat or something?
Because we have a lot of Chinese scholars that are working with us, and they're the ones that are doing this. They're the ones that are translating the poetry for us. I would have no idea what that meant. I would thought, to me that would be graffiti until somebody explained to me what it was. What I want to talk to you about is these panels. Now, we know that there are at least 9 layers of paint on these walls. And here's the story with that. They moved in, there was no paint on the walls. But the Chinese started carving poems. And their poems were talking about how they felt while they were here. This is one of the very few places that you will ever find that. Mostly historical things are written afterwards. Here you get the history while people were actually here. They're writing about how they feel about being here. Bound feet.
And they bound feet.
Then they break the toes.
Gross.
Make the feet smaller because the Asian male is attractive, or women have small feet.
And
Like 3 inches.
Thank you very much. Chinese, rich Chinese men liked women with tiny, tiny feet because they would have to be able to afford all the work done that the women would have done. Because women with bound feet basically could barely walk. And here's the reason why. This is a pair of shoes for bound feet. What fit in here was basically your toe, your big toe. Okay? So what they did...